Hi, my name is Vicky. Please bear with me, this is my first YouTube video. And the reason I'm making it is because I have been fighting a battle up with some invasive crabapple trees that were decimating my yard. They've just done so much damage. They covered my yard. They were here by the hundreds, I don't know, maybe 1,000. Um, excuse me, and I kept trying to, dig them up, pull the roots up, and everything I did, it seemed like if I removed one, 10 more would pop up in its place. So I started doing a lot of research on YouTube, and I found a lot of videos on, how to kill a tree. Most of them were kind of ridiculous, rock salt and vinegar, and I knew that wasn't going to work. So I eventually found a couple of channels that gave me some insight into what to use. One of them, I'll try to link their videos down in the comments. One of them used a product called Tordon. And I went looking for that, but I couldn't find it. It was available to pretty much everyone but me, it seemed like. I live in Washington State, and so I got to thinking, well, maybe it's banned here. So I did some research and found out it's not banned, but only you have to have a license to get it. So pretty much only forestry people have it, and there was no one licensed that would come out and use it in my yard to help me. So I started doing some more research, and I found another channel where a gentleman was doing what he called the snip and drip, and he used full strength Roundup. So I tried that, and it didn't work very well for me. And then I read the label and found out that it just was too weak. The version that I had, it needed to be stronger. So eventually, after doing some calling around, I found this product. Sorry about that. It's called Fertilome, and it is the same ingredient as the Roundup, the triclopyr, but this one is 8.8%, where what I was using was 0.03% triclopyr. So I started using the Fertilome, and I was doing the clip. I would snip the things off as they came up and would paint them immediately with paintbrush. And it started to work, but it was very slow going. And I decided that maybe I was cutting them too soon. So instead of grabbing them when they first came up, I started letting them grow a little bit more so that they would have a little more surface area to paint on. And excuse me, over here, you can see where they were going up underneath the foundation of my house. So I had to dig all of this out, and I would cut the little branches off and paint them, and they have all died off. The ones that I let get a little bit bigger and cut them off and painted them, like this over here, you can see that this one is absolutely crispy. I mean, those are dead. These crab apples, this is probably a good 30 to 40 feet away from the original stump, which is over there. And all along here, I'll kind of show you, you can sort of see my yard has been destroyed, but all those brown spots all along here are where just hundreds of these things were coming up. So I just diligently came out here every weekend whenever it was hot. 80, 90 degrees this summer. Here's where a big branch came up, And what I did was I took my hatchet and I cut a few notches in it and painted it with it. This is absolutely dead dry wood now. There's another one that I did that too. And I just sort of followed these. There's another one and another one. And then this is the original stump. Now I've treated this probably 5 or 6 times now, and you can see just how dead the suckers that were coming up around here. I haven't seen any new suckers coming up, but here they are, kind of going another direction towards the garage. So you can see the area that these covered. This whole area over here. Here was another stump over here that I treated. And it's pretty dead, as well as one that was coming up under my fence. It was probably going to break my fence up. Overall, it took about 2 months of just diligently coming out here, cutting them off, painting them immediately. And you can see pretty much everything around here is dead, including my grass, but that's okay. That was a rhododendron stump. I had the rhododendron taken out because it was too close to the house, and it too was going up underneath the foundation. So I wanted to show this to you because I saw some good videos, but I didn't see a lot of after videos that showed a really good before and after. So I wanted to post a good after video showing how totally devoid my yard is of crabapple suckers at this point. What I don't know, we're getting towards the end of August, is have I truly killed them off completely, or are they just going dormant because of the time of year? We're getting, closer to fall. I did talk to a greenery who said, a greenhouse who said, towards like end of fall, early winter, go take another slice off of the parent stump there, and then pour some of that on it, and just take a paintbrush and just cover the top really good, and that should completely kill it off at that point. But we'll see. I'd love to get all of those big roots out of my yard, but I'm a little nervous about disturbing it still at this point, until I know that they're actually deader than dead. I don't want to wake up this spring and find them out here by the thousands if I try to disturb them too much between now and then. So from here, it's kind of a waiting game to just see if this is permanent, but I have to say I've been really, really impressed with the Fertilome. So this was the results after a couple of months of just diligent treatment every weekend, and I wanted to share that. Thank you.